Last tournament of the year here at Speedway. Get some fuel for this morning, pretty tired. But heading out to Grayson Lake for the last tournament of the year and hopefully get on them. Let's find out.
Gotta get your arms way up in a cast and set the hook on smallmouth bass, and then you'll understand. Gotta get your hands on a Shimano reel and a G-Loomis round. I bet you like what you feel. Step on the deck and give it a whirl. Hello and welcome to my world.
All right, guys, the last tournament of the year today with Lewis County Lunkers. Headed out to Grayson, try to catch a few fish today. However, I got a brand new product that I'm going to show you guys that I just picked up the other day, made by YOLOtek. It's called the Juice Box. Made for those kayakers and people that maybe their either their nav port on their boat doesn't work, or maybe they don't have a nav port on the boat. Maybe it's a John boat or whatever. This is going to power your action camera for hours just on a charge. So I'm going to show you guys that in this video, but we're going to go out and try to get on those fish I found a few weeks ago out here at Grayson. Let's see if we can pull off a win for the last tournament of the 2021 fishing season. Next year, I got some big plans to fish the Toyota Series as a co. Let's get after this one local tournament and then start looking forward till next year. All right, guys, here we are, getting ready to launch out on the tournament here. Temperature of the water is 71 degrees, which kind of surprises me, to be honest with you. Fairly chilly, 46 degrees here when we're taking off. But give you a little pan around of the people fishing here. Let's do it, boys. Hope these fish are still here. Oh man, that little rink right there felt like a giant. Golly. Baits are chewing this crankbait, but be a whole lot bigger than that, and they're gonna have to stay on the hook too. bass. Beautiful little fish there. It's gonna have to be a lot bigger than that. If he was 12 inches, he'd take a boat ride. But go. Oh, dude, that was a big one. That was a big one. Getting pretty close to the end of the term. I got about an hour and a half probably. And I know there's some spots usually hang out over here. I got about an hour and 40 minutes. It's 11:50. Term's over at 1:30. So I'm gonna hit this little spot here. Then I assume I'm gonna go up in Bruin there and just beat its guts up. But my goal here is on this little spot here, again, it usually holds spotted bass. And a couple 12-inch spotted bass today go a long way, I have a feeling. I hope somebody else smoked them, but today's not been my day, that's for sure. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Picked up this 3-inch Jackal Rhythm Wave 3/8 ounce head from the tackle box. I'm gonna throw some JB's fish sauce on this thing here, a little pinch of garlic, and I'm going to absolutely just burn up the banks here in Bruin. Like I said, I got about another hour and 15 minutes or so to fish. It's been really tough. The fish that I've caught today, or at least had on, have been tiny. But I've caught them all on a crankbait. Well, the problem is with the crankbait is they're not eating it. They're just barely holding on to it. Just, of course, it could be fishing the wrong collar, wrong size. Who knows? That's why they call it fishing, not catching. But I'm gonna go in here again in Bruin and fish my way back through here. There's a big flat right here. I'm gonna fish all through it, around the bank. Go hit my favorite spot on this lake. It's a spot that Josh and I caught those 35 fish on that one day with one keeper. If I could manage to pull off one keeper out of this little deal, I'd call it a win, but it's been really tough. But the YOLOtek juice box is what this GoPro right here is connected to. It's been connected all day. The reason I have the juice box, you may be asking yourself, if I already have the YOLOtek Power Stick 53, one back here, I don't know if you guys can see it, and this is on one, why do I need the juice box? Well, simple fact of the matter is, if I'm fishing out of my kayak or whatever, I'm gonna need some kind of external power source. That's where the juice box comes in. It's powered my GoPro all day long, this entire tournament. It has 4 LEDs on the front of it that tells you how much juice is left in the battery. I have my GoPro Hero 8 Black running off from it. Again, totally charged it up last night. Worked on getting in here, setting everything up. The reason I have this hooked up today is, one, I wanted to test it. 2, I have something going on with my front nav port that I have to get in here and figure out. It's got a short in it. It's not giving me enough power to power my GoPro. So this is where the juice box comes in handy. I got this thing, you know, running my GoPro. This thing right here that you've seen all day has been brought to you by the juice box, which is obviously, like I said, a new product to me, and a fairly new product for the YOLOtek company. But it's been a really cool deal. I'm going to get in here and try to hammer them out. But if you guys are in the market, or if you're a kayak fisherman and you need some power to power an action camera, whether that be a GoPro, you know, a Verb, I think it's called a Verb, all of the action cameras on the market, the juice box is the way to go. I'll drop a link in the description to the product so you can get your hands on it. Biggest fish of the day, about 12 inches. If it was a spot, you're taking a boat ride, but today, just to go down and enjoy being a largemouth again for today. Wacky rig, imagine that. Go all day. Catching dinks on a crankbait. I pick up the wacky rig. Because I know it catches fish. And then catch a keeper and a dink. So. Man, if I threw this wacky rig all day, it's hard to tell what I'd have. Yeah. That's why they call fishing not catching, ladies and gents. Make the wrong move. Cost you a tournament. Well, headed in here to weigh in. Got one fish, about 2.5 pounds. He might go 3 pounds, probably not, about 2.5. Slow day. Should have been throwing a wacky rig all stinking day, just like the last time. I caught like five fish right here in a row. Obviously one keeper, but if I'd have been up in here throwing that wacky rig all day, it's hard to say what would have happened. But go weigh these fish in, or this fish in. You never know, man. 2.5 pounders got a good chance of winning a tournament out here, so we'll have to see. So I'm gonna go put my boat on the trailer, put my rods up, weigh them in, go to the house. Guys, if you're interested in getting your hands on a YOLOtek Power Stick 53 or the juice box, there's a link in the description below that'll save you some dough. I use the Power Stick all the time. Every time I'm on the water, I at least have one running. I have two running right now. The one up front's got the juice box on it. Allowed me to power my GoPro camera all day without power from my nav light. Again, I got a short going on up there. I bought it for my my kayak. So I appreciate you guys sticking around with this episode of On Another Line, guys. Let's go see how we did. Right there, one of them. I was gonna say good because we forgot. See you, buddy.